Alright, so this is going to be a quick overview demonstration of the Aurora systems and all the different upper receivers that I've designed that work with this platform, and then a little bit later in the video we'll go over the electric and the shotgun upper receivers and kind of where I'm at with the development of those. But for those of you that aren't aware, I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate the different upper receivers that I have and what all they do. So this is the first one we're going to look at. This is the Demolish It rocket upper receiver. Fires the Demolish It rockets. Functions just so. Prime it, and you are now ready to fire. Just like that. So to swap the receivers, all you have to do is pull the assembly pins. This functions on a common upper and lower receiver platform so that everything is modular and interchangeable between them. So we're going to go ahead and remove this one. And we could go ahead and grab the Scout upper receiver. Plop that on there. Go ahead and put the assembly pins back in, like so. Alright, now this one has a independently functioning charging handle on here, so you can prime the blaster or deprime the blaster with the pump like you normally would, or you can instead prime the blaster with the charging handle, take one magazine, insert that, prime it like you normally would, and fire, and you're good to go. So holding this one off, we'll go ahead and swap to the next upper receiver. Again, just going to pull the two assembly pins out, take the Scout upper receiver off, and we're going to go ahead and grab the standard carbine upper receiver. So go ahead and get this one installed on here, put the assembly pins back in. This is kind of the base model one. This is the least amount of options. It is exactly what you see is what you get kind of deal. So again, quick as that. This one is, again, a half dart, and you're good to go from there. So, okay, nice. This one has the pump on it. However, there is another option for a standard upper receiver. This is the SOCOM one that has the full-length quad rails on all sides, and you can also swap out the Picatinny pump grip and run an angled foregrip if you so choose. Moving on, that's aside from the shotgun, that's the end of the line for springers. So again, we're going to go ahead and take the two assembly pins out, pop the receiver off the lower. Now at this point, we're going to go ahead and remove the spring and the follower assembly, and we're going to take the full auto electric upper receiver, open up the feed tray, and I think I left it inside. The power transfer bar sits in here. You would normally take that, place that where the sear went for the springer. Take your two quick release pins, and, well, trying to do this for the benefit of the camera, I'll do it from my side. But put your quick release pins back into the receiver, and now you've transitioned it to a full auto electric one. Again, I left the piece inside that normally would connect the trigger to the fire control group, but that's where it is. Inside here is where all the electronics and flywheel access goes. The solenoid's on the bottom, and the electronics are all housed up here in the forward barrel assembly. Now the last one, well, actually real quick, going back to this one, the printed circuit boards that I wanted for this that are going to make it a custom build are unfortunately extremely delayed due to COVID and supply. The people that I'm working with are not able to get it to me for quite some time. So in the interim, I'm looking at doing a more conventional setup with a rev trigger down here in the grip, which is not going to require as much redesign as I was initially thinking. So that is something that I'm actively working on. So hopefully within the next week or two, I'll have this one up and running in more of a production capacity. And that leaves us with the shotgun upper receiver. So again, switching back, you would go ahead and put the spring and the follower back into the lower receiver. I don't have a plunger in this one, so we'll just kind of mock it up for now. This one's still pretty early on in development. I'm trying to address the air seal between the upper receiver and the barrel assembly itself. But just as a quick functions demonstration, the charging handle is here on the side to prime and deprime it. I do have left and right-handed versions that I've designed. It's just a mirrored copy of the upper. And then to load it, it has a hinge mechanism, and it uses the hobby standard spring thunder shell. So basically, whatever you want to fit in there will fire. But that's about where I'm at with the uppers. If you guys have any questions, put them down in the comments below. I'll do my best to answer all of them, and thanks for watching.